Hi, this is Brett from SRmoto. Wanted to do a quick project bike update video for our Honda CRF250L project bike. Before I get started, I'll just mention the websites. Our main online store is at soloracer.com. If you go there and navigate to the Honda CRF250L parts section, you'll find all the parts that I talk about in this video. We also have a blog, which is at SRmoto.com. Go there, get all details of the different project bikes we're working on, including this CRF250L. All the parts that I talk about in this video will work on a 2013 to 2016 Honda CRF250L or 2017 and up CRF250L. There's a few minor differences on the 17 model compared to the earlier bikes, and our website will make note of that where necessary. But for the most part, most of the parts will fit either generation of the bike. Get started here with the performance products we've installed. We've got our FMF Q4 performance exhaust package. And this consists of the FMF Q4 muffler. And then on this bike, we've also got we've got one of the optional parts for the package, which is the header pipe. We're running the FMF Mega Bomb header pipe. If you've got a 13 to 16 model CRF 250L, I definitely do the header pipe, which, as I mentioned, is an optional part to the package. The stock header pipe on that bike is pretty tiny, so the FMF header pipe will flow air a lot better. We've chose the Mega Bomb on this bike. A lot of guys will go with the Power Bomb header pipe. It sticks out a little less, and you can also reuse your stock heat shield with that Power Bomb header, so keep that in mind. If you have a 17 and up CRF 250L, the header pipe's not as important. The stock one on those bikes, a little bit larger, oversized. I still think the FMF header is probably better, but a lot of guys with the 17 and up are just doing the slip-on muffler. Also included with that package is going to be an electronic fuel injection controller from EJK. This is a simple plug-and-play device. Definitely need that when you switch to the aftermarket exhaust system. Again, real easy to install. Comes preset for what they call stage 1 mods, which is going to be an aftermarket exhaust and possibly an air filter. So really all you need to do is install it on the bike and you're ready to go. Like I mentioned, it is plug and play, very simple, probably maybe 20-minute installation. Also, optional part of that performance package is going to be the front sprocket, 13-tooth front sprocket. We have done that on this bike. Gears the bike down a little bit, makes it accelerate a little bit better. So for, I think, $22 or whatever it is, it's one of the best bang for the buck mods for this bike. So that's the FMF Q4 performance exhaust package. We also have done a Canon air filter, which replaces the stock paper air filter with a washable, reusable, high flow filter. Definitely recommend that for these bikes. So that's the performance parts. This will definitely wake the bike up. These bikes come pretty corked up from the factory, so doing the more open exhaust system and the fuel injection controller and the sprockets is going to just transform the bike, make it a lot more fun to ride. Sound better, obviously, than the stock exhaust. And I think you drop maybe 8 or 9 pounds of weight because this, specifically the FMF muffler, is going to be quite a bit lighter than the stock muffler. Okay, next up I'll talk about some of the changes we've done to the lights and electrical parts of the bike. Start out here at the back of the bike with the tail light. We have replaced that big ugly stock tail light assembly with our DRC Edge 2 tail light kit, which you get brake light, running light, license plate light. Comes with a license plate mount, bolts right up to the subframe of the bike, real easy to install, really cleans up the back end of the bike. And on this bike, bolted to the side of it, I'll show you here, we've got DRC Type 601 LED turn signals. And also inside this tail light, we've installed a 12 O'Clock Labs LED upgrade board, which gives you a couple extra features that the regular DRC taillight doesn't have. You get the safety brake pulsing, where it'll pulse the brake light whenever you hit your brakes. It's also going to have a little bit brighter overall LEDs than the standard DRC taillight. It also has the ability, if you wire it the right way, it'll flash the turn signals right within the taillight itself. We've not wired ours that way. We've instead wired the DRC 601 LEDs into the bike's turn signal wires. So that takes care of the back of the bike. Now up front on this bike, we've done the matching 601 LED turn signals. These will bolt right up to the side of the headlight there. This bike does come with running lights from the factory. So we also have, since we're installing LED turn signals, typically with those you're going to lose the running lights. So we've installed the 12 O'Clock Labs running light adapter. That gets wired in with when you wire in the turn signals, and it'll make these LEDs come on as running lights. We've also done a 12 O'Clock Labs fixed rate turn signal flasher. Typically when you do LEDs on a motorcycle, they're going to speed up the flash rate, so they'll flash like twice as fast as what you see here. That 12 O'Clock Labs fixed rate flasher will slow the flash rate down to what it used to be. As far as the headlight goes, we replaced the stock halogen headlight bulb with our Cyclops 7,000 lumen LED headlight bulb. Can't really tell here, but it's a lot brighter than the stock halogen bulb, and it's also going to be a lot whiter in color. The stock bulb's kind of a yellowish color, so this is going to be more of a white color, and like I said, a lot brighter. So that's Cyclops 7,000 lumen LED headlight bulb. We've also done a 12 O'Clock Labs Speedo DRD speedometer calibrator. And what you hear, if you hear that kind of humming noise, there is the Cyclops LED headlight bulbs have a built-in fan on the back side of the bulb to keep them cool. So that's kind of what you hear, that noise. Okay. As far as handlebars go, we have replaced the stock 7/8 inch bars with Pro Taper contours, which are oversized 1 1/8 inch handlebars. And to get those to bolt up, we did do the Pro Taper universal solid mounts, which you see right there, which will allow you to those bolt into the stock lower bar mount, which is 7/8 inch, and then will allow you to fit the 1 1/8 inch bars. We're running the CR mid bend from Pro Taper. We've got Pro Taper pillow top grips. As far as hand guards go, Zeta Pro Armor hand guards in black aluminum. And then we've got the white Zeta XC plastic protectors screwed to the front of those. And for the mount kit on the Pro Taper, or for the mount kit for the Zeta Pro, armor handguards, we're running the triple clamp mount, the front triple clamp mount, which you can see here, it bolts the inner part of the handguard to the top triple clamp instead of clamping to the handlebar. Just a much more secure way to mount the handguard. It's one of the, when you order the Zeta Pro armor handguards, that's the mount kit you'll want for the CRF, is the front mount, triple clamp mount. You can get these Pro armor handguards in either black or titanium silver, and then the plastic protectors you can get in a bunch of different colors: white, red, black, blue, you name it, you can get those. We've replaced the stock levers, which are kind of long and not very comfortable, don't fit your hands too well. We've replaced those with Zeta pivot levers in red. You can also get them in black. These are a shorter 3-finger design. They bolt right on to the stock perches. And then they do have a pivot feature, which they'll pivot out of the way. If you hit them the right way, they'll pivot instead of breaking. They work well with the handguards since they're shorter. Again, you can get those in red or black. As far as mirrors go, double take Enduro mirrors, which utilize ram mounts, thread right into the stock perches, work a lot better. The stock mirrors are one of the first ones to go when we set these bikes up. The stock mirrors, they notoriously can break and damage your perches, so replacing them with a mirror like this with the ram mount is gonna allow the mirrors to fold out of the way if they get hit. You can also take them off or fold them down, you know, when you're not using them. So that's the double take Enduro mirrors. As far as the seat goes, we've swapped out the stock seat for the Seat Concepts complete bolt-on seat. A lot more comfortable than the stock seat. It's about 2 inches wider back here at the part you sit on. And it tapers up as you get closer to the tank. That wider surface area makes it a lot more comfortable. You can get a couple different foam heights to choose from. We're running the standard foam height here, which is like about the same as the stock seat height. They also make a low version, which is I think about 3/4 of an inch lower than stock, and then there's a tall version as well. A couple different seat cover options when you order these. We've done the black gripper top with the red sides. You can get black gripper top with black sides. You can get all carbon vinyl. The gripper top is definitely probably the most popular. It really holds you in place. You can still move around on the seat, but it holds you in place a lot better. Like I said, a lot more comfortable than the stock seat. So that's the Seat Concepts complete bolt-on seat. Foot pegs. We replaced the stock foot pegs with these DRC wide foot pegs, which bolt right on. They reuse the stock foot peg springs. Just a lot better overall design than what come on the bikes. First of all, they're a lot wider, so a lot more comfortable since it's a larger area that you're standing on. There's also 3 rows of cleats, so they're real grippy. So that's the DRC wide foot pegs. They come in black. Zeta folding shift lever, black with the red folding tip. And we also have a folding brake pedal. The one here is labeled DRC. The new one it's the same basic brake pedal, but it's now made by Zeta. It's called the Zeta Trigger brake pedal, black with the red folding tip. Let's see, frame guards. We've got the carbon fiber frame guards, which help protect the frame. paint on the finish on the frame. Also, you get two of these, one for each side. On this side, it does cover the rear brake master cylinder, kind of protects that a little bit. Let's see, Zeta heel guard, titanium silver. Places that plastic guard on there. And then Zeta chain guard brace, which just is a titanium silver piece of aluminum that kind of braces that plastic chain guard. DRC radiator hoses in red. We've also got Zeta billet kit, aluminum billet kit in red. You get a couple things with that. You get the red oil filler plug. You get red air caps. You get red axle blocks. We've got Zeta sliders on this bike because we did have it converted to a SRmoto, but that billet kit does come with something similar to these. They're just red axle blocks that replace the stock axle blocks. It also comes with red engine plugs, red brake master cylinder covers front and rear, and a red front brake clevis. On this particular bike, we do have our graphics kit, our HRC style graphics kit, which you can get with just the tank shroud graphics. If you just want those by themselves, you get one for each side, obviously. And then you can also optionally add on the side panel covers, side panel graphics too. They look real sharp on the bike. Let's see, what else? Zeta front sprocket cover in red. And let's see, a Zeta front brake disc protector in white plastic. Comes in either white plastic or black plastic. Comes with a mount kit too, which replaces the stock spacer with the mount kit. And then the plastic guard attaches to that. We did do Galfer front and rear brake lines on this bike with the red fittings and the smoke line. It's like a smoked line. You can still see the braided stainless steel through it. That's the front line, and then we did the rear line as well. This will, you know, the couple Galfer products we've done on the bike really improve the brakes on this bike. In addition to the lines, we also did the sintered brake pads front and rear from Galfer. Combination of the pads and the brake lines really make the brakes much improved. The feel of the pedal and the lever is a lot better because of the lines. And then the sintered brake pads are a little bit more aggressive pad than the OEM pads. So I noticed a huge improvement in the brakes on this bike when we did that. Okay, luggage. Wolfman Enduro tank bag. Fits these bikes really well. Wolfman Peak tail bag, sitting on top of a Skaggs cargo rack, billet cargo rack, or CNC machined, I think it is. Wolfman Day Tripper saddlebags. And normally we also have a First Gear Torrent duffel bag sitting right on the back side of the seat. far as tires go, we have replaced the stock tires, Pirelli MT21 in the front in a 90/90 by 21. And then a Michelin T63 rear tire, 130/80 by 18. A lot of people ask us what kind of stand we use to lift the bike. We've got our DRC lift stand. Works really well for these bikes, slides right under. Use the foot pedal to push down on it, lifts the bike up. DRC lift stand. And I think that is about it. Again, it's our Honda CRF250L project bike. You can get more details on this bike at soloracer.com. Go to the Honda CRF250L parts section. We've got a page there with 2 or 3 project bikes we've done. It lists all the parts and everything with some photos and stuff. And then obviously all the different parts that I've talked about are there as well. If you have any questions, our email address is on the website. Email us, we'll get back to you as soon as we can, help you out, answer your questions. Again, the website, soloracer.com is our online store, SRmoto.com is our blog. That's Brett from SRmoto. Thanks for watching.